last part of the way up, I was falling apart physically. So tired. I got 3 hours under my belt since the eagle landed. 3 hours, I mean, of real sleep. I'm sure I'll crash again later. People are getting burned on the Pearl Street Mall. And in the meantime, they're passing laws, one after another after another. Maybe it's a good law. I don't really know. There's just too many of them. The rules and the regulations and the laws. And there's too little liberty. I want to go back. Part of me wants to go back right now to the place of dead couches where the buffalo used to roam. Some kind of objective correlative there. I really appreciate all you've done for me this week. My fam. Everything's gonna be alright soon. One way or another. Manitou Springs, Colorado. There is nothing in the world more beautiful than this land. Unfortunately, everybody thinks that. And so, the roads must be paved and repaved. This is why Colorado is not for me. Alright. I'm not going to tell you exactly where I am. On my way out of here, I may tell you, or I may show you exactly where I am as the end credits roll. But where I am exactly doesn't matter at all. This is the final part of a little film. The name of the film is Now This is Colorado. In the first part of the film, that was said with the deepest sarcasm. Because I was in Westminster. I was in deep, urban Colorado. In the second part, the title refers in a somewhat neutral way the mixed blessing sort of way to my feelings on the state of Colorado as it exists today. Beautiful, beautiful country, even more beautiful than this right here. But we're sitting stopped dead at a construction zone in the middle of the highway, in the middle of the far more beautiful part of Colorado. And when I sit right here where I am right now, I can say with utter honesty and integrity, now this is Colorado. No sarcasm at all. I would sing with the birds if I only knew the words. But I don't. So, recently, somebody near and dear to me, a patron, asked me, well, would you ever consider abandoning the idea of silver and accepting the idea of Colorado as a place of community? And my answer then was probably not. I might go as far as Las Vegas, New Mexico. I might make that much of a compromise. And then a couple of days ago, when I was in that hell up there in the Denver metropolitan area, my answer shifted a little bit, and it was absolutely fucking not. And then earlier today, at the construction zone, it shifted a little more, and it was about explaining why not in a more calm kind of way. And just in the last hour or two, it shifted again. And my answer to the question of would I give up silver for Colorado is, well, maybe. Maybe. Because there is Salida here. And Salida, once again, on this trip, proved even more beautiful. But I'm priced out of Salida. Right now, as things stand, the answer to the question of Colorado is still basically no. Because the parts that I could tolerate, I can't afford. However, now, in the present moment, it is slightly shifted once more. And I will say to you that down here in south central Colorado, on the edge of southwestern Colorado, south of Salida, there are places of beautiful mountains, and even more beautiful mountains that you can't see because they're cloud shrouded and full of rain. And bird sanctuary right here, right now. And there are little towns of 5,000 and 10,000 people. There's one back up that way, 10 miles down the road. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Saguache, Sawache, S-A-G. I'd think about that. I don't know what things cost up there, but it's really beautiful and potentially affordable. So the basic answer right here, right now, always in evolution, to the question of would I consider giving up silver for Colorado is this. Maybe I would consider really establishing community in Colorado. But if I did, it would have to be in a place like this. It would have to be affordable. It would have to be this beautiful. And there would have to be, you know, a co-op, maybe not within a mile of where I lived, but I'd have to be able to get to a natural grocer's or a co-op on the regular. Probably a hospital too. Some kind of medical facility. And I'd have to be able to afford it, and it would have to make my heart sing the way these birds do. So there's your answer. As of today, as of right now, I expect tomorrow it'll be different. But now you're up to date. Now this is Colorado. And in my country, we have many revolutions per minute.